Hey, it's Citycore 11 with part 1 of a 2-part full island tour of Leftheria, my Japanese city and Xenoblade themed island. So there's been a lot of updates to the island since they added more custom design slots. So instead of just showing individual areas, I figured it was time to do another full island tour. But it'll take too long to put all into one video, so I'm going to be having part 1 today and part 2 in a few days. Then I'll have a nighttime version, probably in a week or so, that goes over everything again in nighttime. Since I don't have to really talk about any of what stuff is in that one, I can be quicker with it and probably do the whole island in one video. So since it's Sakura season, that was the best time to do a full island tour, since there's a lot of areas that are built around Sakura season. So the entrance has this kind of plaza area and the Azura Shrine. Building facade, got a lot of those. The Plains of Evening Calm Park. There's no territorial Rotbart there, though. A beach boardwalk. The beach boardwalk is basically the only area from back early on in my island where I didn't have very clear ideas. So most of the stuff here is just really thrown together and not well organized. A house that you can climb up into, and Tor is in there. Pedestrian crossing bridge. Ricky and his kids are in the park. Lighthouse. So here is Hylal Meadow from Sylvalum. Looks much, much, much better at night. Most of my island looks a lot better at night, which is why I'll be doing the nighttime island tour also. This is a kind of a combination of the Hylal Meadow and the Seal Sand Sea. Not really worth spending too much time on it. I'll show more of that when I do the nighttime tour, because that's how it really looks proper. And another pedestrian crossing bridge over on this side. I didn't have enough inclines, so there's no actual stairs going up to that one. Maid Cafe. Really like the Maid Cafe. Museum over there. I also have a warp pipe to get up into the Maid Cafe, but it's easier to use the ladder. And all the items here tanks the resolution, I guess. So the warp pipe is that way, behind all these building facades. Got the monopond working there. This is the main commercial street. Ramen shop. So I think it might be easier. I was originally planning to do just the left side of the island for part one, but I think it would be better if I did the bottom half of the island, and then I'll do the top half for part two. Coffee shop, or just kind of a little cafe, I guess. Not specifically coffee, but the kind of place where everyone goes to for coffee. Apartments, more apartments. Little sitting area. Social distance beach. Social distance beach was the first area that I really started designing, and it basically doesn't resemble the original at all, but basically just having this beach area here with all kinds of little stuff around it, that was the first general idea I had on the island for like a specific zone area. And you got the sign saying social distance beach there. Bit easier to see that at night. Little garden. My house, which is Japanese castle, based primarily around Oresco Castle from Torna. It took a lot of Nook Mile tickets to buy all these things, along with a few others that I have in another spot. But it was very, very worth it. Zen Garden. The Fonset Housing District. One of the biggest things that I got from more design slots is being able to have these slanted ends for road corners. Pool area for the residential district. This area is a little bit messy. Just kind of threw some stuff together that would be like nice sitting areas or leisure areas. Tried to give everyone a yard that more or less fit them. So Lolly's house, Fang, Pashmina. This one is Felicity, I think. I always get Felicity and Rosie confused, but I'm pretty sure that one's Felicity. Their houses, I mean. The houses I get confused. That one is Punchy, Celia, who one day will be replaced by Raymond, if he ever shows up. Been waiting over a year for Raymond to show up. Fish Market. Stinky's house. Rosie's house. And Portia's house. Here's one of the biggest updates in area that was completely changed around is my hot spring. I added a big front to the hot spring. And hard to see, but I got the Caro hallways in there now. So this is probably my favorite of the recent additions. So I'll save going over that bridge to the northern half of the island for part 2. And last area to show for over here is this kind of plaza area. Also, I forgot to show the Your Name stairs spot, so I'll do that when I do the northern half. So I'll leave off in front of the hot spring here and bus stop in front of the hot spring. So, see you next time on part 2 in a few days.